Hi friends, good evening to all. Welcome to AI with Durga Sir. 5 minutes concept. Okay. So today, what I am planning to discuss is there are 2 or 3 small important concepts which are required for interview, which are required for general awareness sake at the part of just this is generative AI foundation. I want to introduce for you people. Maybe in the interview room also, you may require to talk about these things. Okay, one is, okay, there is a concept named with the context window. What the concept? What the concept? Context window. Can you please explain context window? Or what is context window in GPTs? Maybe a chance to ask this question. So one topic is context window. I want to talk about this. The second topic I want to introduce is hallucination. Hallucination. What is hallucination in GPTs? Maybe a chance. Okay. Next, can you please explain what are strengths and the limitations of GPTs? Okay, you are telling these days AI is the number one, AI is the king, AI is the wonderful 100 elephant energy you are going to get with AI tools like you are telling. But any limitations are there? Can you explain what are various strengths and limitations? Just these 3 general topics I want to talk today. Okay, general topics may be helpful for the interviews. If anywhere you require to talk about, so just our generative AI or GPTs, these words are very important. Can I? Yes, friends. Yes. Can I go for that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Very simple. Context window. Better to keep in your notes. I hope everyone having the notes. Everyone having the notes, I hope. Okay. Better to keep context window. This is the topic what I want to talk. Context window. Okay, like so this concept is there, but actually better to take in this. How GPT remember things. How GPT remember things. How the GPT is going to remember the things. Okay, like so. What about memory areas which are available inside GPT? Okay, like so very simple. GPT is always going to work with the 2 types of memory. Works with the 2 types of memories. Okay, the first type is context window. Second type is the second window is personal context. Personal context or simply memory. We are always going to use the word. Okay, there are GPTs work with the 2 types of memories. 2 types of memory. 2 types of memory. Okay, what is the first one is context. What the first one is context window. Context window. Yes, sir. This is also known as working memory. Remember this one. This is also known as working memory. What is the second one is personal context. Okay, personal context. Personal context. This is long-term archive. Long-term archive. Okay, so this is long-term archive. Okay, like these 2 are the memories. Every GPT is always going to have or is always going to work with these 2 memories, right? Context window and the personal context. One is working memory, which is temporary memory. But the second one is the long-term, permanent memory kind of thing. Okay, like so now here observe that. Suppose I started ChatGPT. I'm asking the question by question and so on. So in the current chat, whatever prompts, whatever the discussion happened, where this information is going to be stored, current chart information, where it's going to be stored, that memory area is by default considered context memory. Remember this one. What is that memory? Context window. Context window. Okay, like in the context window memory or context window, the current chart information is going to be saved. Okay, it's always going to save what current chart information is going to be saved there. Sir, this information, okay, remember that compulsory there should be some limit will be there. Okay, once we close that chat window, automatically what will happen is that the data by default will be gone. Okay, if you open new chat, this new chart can't remember the previous chart information. Remember carefully. Okay, for every new chart, for every chart, a separate context window. So once close that context window, automatically close that chat window, automatically the context by default will be gone. Okay, the data by default will be gone. This type of thing is by default considered context window. Is it clear? Respond.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What will happen is, suppose it's a very common situation. What I did is, I'm keep on chatting with the ChatGPT related to my one book. Okay, can you please provide information? Like I'm keep on asking. At certain point, ChatGPT is telling, sorry, my memory enough. I can't continue. Otherwise, your previous data by default may be gone. Still, do you want to continue? Like it's going to ask. Then okay, continue like then. So old stored data in the chat window by default will be gone. By default will be gone. Otherwise, if I'm giving a PDF book, a PDF file, I have a PDF book of some 1,000 pages book is there. If I give 1,000 pages book, memorize this book like immediately ChatGPT is going to tell, sorry, that much memory is not available with me. Sorry, that much memory is not available with me. Where this data is going to be saved? Respond. Where this data is going to be saved? In the context window. Context window. Hardly if I consider Gemini or ChatGPT, most of the times 500 pages content only. Around 500 pages content only it can save. More than that, there is no such type of thing. That's all. This type of thing is called context window. Current chart information will be saved inside context window. Once the chart closed, then automatically the data by default will be gone. Next up. Sir, across multiple charts, your name ChatGPT can recognize. Your personal information ChatGPT can recognize. Okay, suppose if I'm asking, so what is my name? Durga. Where I'm working? DURGASOFT. Like based on my previous charts, my personal information, okay, my profile related information is going to be saved permanently across multiple charts. Okay, the data is available across multiple charts. Okay, such type of where that data is going to be stored is nothing but personal context. Okay, remember this one, personal context. There the data by default is going to be saved. Okay, something like personal information. Okay, like my name, next my job, my profile, something like if any this information is related to his profile may require across multiple charts, then automatically can you please save this inside personal context, inside personal memory, like that. So in every GPT, there are two types of memories are there. One memory is context window. Second memory is personal context. In the interview, sometimes may ask, what is the difference between context window and personal context? Or can you please explain about context window? You should be in a position to answer. Clear, everyone? Okay, just take just 2 or 3 points notes so that you can get much clear. Okay, better to keep context window. Just a matter of 2 minutes. Context window working memory. Okay, so it remembers. It remembers what we talk inside one chat. What we talk inside one chat. Okay, what we talk inside one chat. When the chart ends, it is clear. When the chart ends, it is clear. It is clear. Okay, so capacity is limited. Okay, capacity is limited. Okay, in Gemini, if this chart becomes if this chart becomes 500 pages long, 500 pages long, okay, it will start forgetting, it will start forgetting, okay, the very first messages, the very first messages, okay, very first messages. Okay, next the personal context. Personal context. Okay, this is long-term memory. Okay, this is long-term memory. This is long-term memory. Okay, it remembers important user details. It remembers important user details. User details like name. Okay, suppose my case, learning style. Okay, learning style. Next, preferences. Okay, preferences like learning style, preferences like. So now it works across many charts. Remember this one. It works across many charts. Okay. So per chart, in the current chart, information is going to be saved where? Inside context window. Okay. User or personal information, where it's going to be saved? Inside personal context. Context window is the temporary memory in the GCTs. Personal context is the long-term memory. Remember carefully. So, context window remembers the current chart conversation. Personal context. Personal context remembers the person across multiple charts. That's it. Beautiful encourage question. If any person is asking, can you please explain context window? Yes, we should be in a position to explain. Context memory is the short-term memory of GPT. It remembers only recent messages and forgets older ones when the limit is crossed. Next up, it remembers only current chart information only.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yes, friend.
Actually, you told that context window is storing only 500 pages. So that is applicable with paid version also?
Yes, paid also.
Paid also, okay. Thank you, sir.
Because the problem here is memory at any point of time, there should be some limit. There is no question of infinite memory.
Is there a time limit also in this?
Yes.
Is there a time limit also?
Time limit, I don't think. Okay.
Because see, tomorrow, if we try to write, if we are using one chat, and let's say I assume that I close it today, and then I reopen it, the same chat after 5 days, it still remembers the context, or
maybe because in the chart, whatever the data is there, whatever maybe getting, because you are continuing the same, right? What usually I will do is, suppose I'm doing a particular activity. Okay, so I stopped somewhere and I closed that. Next, I'm doing some other activity. I open another chat. But after 2 days, I want to continue the first one. I will open and I will continue. It is in a position to recognize.
All right.
It remembers, sir.
Yes.
I have seen that.
Yes, that's what. In the chart information is going to be remembered.
So can you please show the window again? I want to write the note.
Yeah. I will share, Jyoti. I will share this one. Okay, in the chat. Don't worry, in the WhatsApp channel. Okay.
So whenever we open the ChatGPT, the window which is present in front of us, that is context window.
That is the chat window. that the data is going to be saved where? Inside context window. Context window is the name of the memory. But what you are seeing is the chart, one chart screen. That is not context window. The data in the current chart will be saved where? Inside context window. Temporary memory.
And sir, we can have multiple number of chats, right? Like 20.
Multiple charts, multiple context windows are going to be created.
So, and we don't have any restriction over there for that size.
No, maybe at certain point, maybe per user, these many windows only you can open, these many charts only at a time you can open. There should be some limit, obviously.
And any limit for this personal context? Like, will
Personal
it show
context?
For personal context memory? Any?
Okay. That's very limited. Not like context window also. Remember.
Okay.
So usually in our systems, something like secondary memory, primary memory.
Yeah.
Have you remembered? Secondary memory, primary memory, cache memory, something like that.
Yes.
So can you please imagine in the same style?
No, so local memory has nothing to do with the GPT memory.
Which one?
So our personal computer machine's memory, there's no dependency.
No, way related.
Okay.
Nowhere related. Either GPT's memory is different, our personal hard disk or personal memory, personal laptop or personal system memory is different. Okay.
Sir, in ChatGPT, we can see in the left side, multiple files will be open, right? All those context windows, right?
Context windows. I mean that those are chat windows. In that chat windows, whatever data is there, that data is going to be saved where? In the corresponding context window.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, 500 pages for all AI tools limit for Copilot.
No. Maybe varied. That 500 pages I took from Gemini. Okay, maybe plus or minus. Don't worry. Just for idea's sake only, just I used that word. Getting? Who is asking this question?
Yes, we got that. Thank you.
Yeah. Correct. In ChatGPT, what it's going to do? In ChatGPT, if that context window memory is going to be completed, then ChatGPT is going to tell, this model is going to tell, please open the new chat. I can't. Memory is full. I can't continue further. Please open the new chat to continue. Anyone face this type of message?
Yes, sir. Yes.
We have.
Yes, friends. I can't continue. I can't remember, my memory is completed. Can you please open the new chat window to continue further?
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
faced.
change that, but for me, it got really slow.
Yeah, for loading the images. For the loading the images, it's giving, I think, for the 10 times we can load. After that, it's going to that stop. This for free.
Yeah.
Also, using the 4 to 5 days continuously one chat only, it will tell the message. It will give the message.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Omkar. We can customize personal information there in the ChatGPT settings, or otherwise we can tell, please remember this information across multiple chats. We can ask explicitly. Okay, in settings, maybe there are some settings there. You can customize your personal information.
No, if you're logging with that email ID, it's always there the content.
Not only that, just there are some settings are there. There you can specify something like, okay, if I'm asking the question, always you require to provide in this style only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please consider.
I tried this. ChatGPT told me that just write remember this like that. Then I will remember this for permanently.
Yes, we require to specify explicitly. Can you please memorize this? I require this information for multiple charts. But at the end, there should be some limit. Remember. So that's all. So this is the most valuable, important question for the entire room. If any person is asking about context window, don't feel that what is the house window or otherwise bus window, something like a context window is the current chat information where it's going to be saved that is the place. Okay. The next word, very dangerous word. Okay. Very dangerous word. Second word, what I want to talk is anyone, can you please read this one?
Hallucination.
Hallucination. What is the meaning of English word? Forget about ChatGPT, all these things. What is the meaning? Don't search in the ChatGPT or don't search in the Google.
When you see
What's the
something that's
meaning?
not there.
Hallucination.
Imagination, sir. Imagine.
Imagination not
in
real.
your own way.
You can't see
Your own way.
things correctly as it is.
It's not correct. It's a wrong information. Something like. Suppose you are
Maybe
asking your
encoded.
friend. Yeah. You are asking your friend. Array, so and so train at what time it will be there. Then automatically that person is told, Pakka 9:45 is the time. Pakka 9:45 night is the time I traveled multiple times. Do you know? Your friend told very confidently. At 9:45, you went to the station. At 9:15 only that train left. At 9:15 only that train left. So the correct time of that train is 9:15 only. But your friend is telling confidently, 9:45 pakka. Like he's telling.
Indian railways are always surprising.
Okay, late maybe, but early it won't go, right? Early it won't go. But once I went there at 9:45 or 9:30, 9:15 only the train got. 9:45 train, right? Like, who told you 9:45, man? This is 9:15 only, like. Hey, my friend told confidently, pakka. That is what the hallucination. Remember this one. Confidently telling wrong information. Confidently telling wrong information. I may not, okay, there is no guarantee. I thought that 9:45 acceptable. Hey, pakka, 9:45 train. Like, that thing is by default considered as hallucination. Remember that. Confidently telling wrong information. So, this thing is very common in GPTs. Remember this one. This thing is very common in GPTs. Okay? AI gives an answer that looks correct, sounds confident, but it's actually wrong or not verified. This is what hallucination. What are the reasons for hallucination? I will explain. Just take this definition. What is hallucination in AI? In AI, what is the meaning? What is the meaning of this one? Okay, very simple, sir. AI gives an answer that looks correct, sounds confident, but is actually wrong, or not verified. Okay, not verified. This is called hallucination. Okay, this is called, yes. Yeah, gives an answer that looks correct, sounds confident, but is actually wrong or not verified. This is called hallucination. Okay, what is the reasons for that? What are the reasons? The main reasons why. So what are the reasons for hallucination? What is the main reasons, right? Okay, the biggest problem with the ChatGPT or otherwise with the GPTs is GPTs are always going to work next word prediction model. GPT is always what? Next word prediction model. That next word prediction also based on some probabilities. It's a prediction kind of thing. It's not something like a search engine. Okay, it's not something like search from the available information or finding. Such type of thing is not there. It's going to generate. It's going to predict the next word. That is the bigger problem. Okay, so there is no what we call it's not searching from. Okay, so it is generating next word prediction model. That is the main reason for this. Okay, like just observe that. Okay, reason 1. GPT predicts. GPT predicts, not checks. GPC predicts, not checks. It's not going to check. Okay, so it doesn't automatically do fact checking, real time verification, source checking. Such type of thing is not going to be there with the GPT. So GPT is always a prediction model. Okay, remember this one, prediction model. Okay, like that. Next, second reason is missing or confusing data. Confusing data. So sometimes, so the model may not have, okay, the model may not have exact latest information. Latest information. Have you remembered, right? Okay, if I ask a ChatGPT is always going to tell until March 2025 only my information got updated. Have you ever saw such type of thing?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we have.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So then current live information, because in that web search is enabled. If the web search is enabled, then only it's going to search in the web and it's going to bring the live information. Okay. So for all models, don't expect current updated information is available. No such type of possibility. Remember carefully. Okay. Suppose if I ask very recently somewhere, I checked ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT, what is the current dollar price? Then automatically it's telling 83. Array, 83 is long back. Can you please recheck again? Then immediately it's telling, okay, please wait. I will check. I will do web research kind of thing. And then it's telling 91 rupees or 92 rupees like. Just 2 days or 3 days before this was happened. Okay, with the ChatGPT to identify some value. Okay, like exact, some model may not have exact latest information. Okay, exact local information. Okay, like that. So this is missing or confusing data. This is also one reason. Next, there is a third reason, sir. This is our mistake only. What is the third reason? Is your prompt. Your prompt is vague prompt. Vague prompt means more generic prompt you are asking. Generic prompt you are asking. You are not specific. You are not asking with very specific information. Once you are asking about generic information, then automatically it's going to provide in a more generic way. Most of the times that information may be sometimes wrong also. Okay, like so. What is hallucination? What are the reasons for that? Are you in the position to understand? Generic information I'm telling. Are you in the position to understand this one, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's why if you consider any model, at the end it's going to tell only one word. ChatGPT may do the mistakes. Before using, please verify. Gemini may do the mistakes. Before using, please verify. Have you ever saw such a type of information?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Some
but
medical data, when if we ask medical data, it will say take a doctor suggestion.
not only that, for any information at the end, ChatGPT may do the mistake or Gemini may do the mistake. Can you please verify, like somewhere that disclaimer kind of thing will be there in the AI models. That's why take very special care. Okay, now how I can reduce hallucination? Can I do some care, okay, to reduce this type of thing? Like yes, there are some ways are there. Okay, how to reduce? Completely removal is not possible, but how to reduce hallucination? Okay, like sir, very simple, sir. One thing, ask for sources. Ask for sources. Hey, you are bringing this information from where? You are bringing this information from where? Okay, say give sources or links. Ask for sources. So just you can say give sources or links. Give sources or links so that you can cross verify. Okay, there is a possibility is there. Ask for sources. Okay, next ask ask it to say, okay, there is one important point. This is also very important in prompting, sir. You're always telling anything you can ask. ChatGPT is always going to provide answer. Anything you can ask the ChatGPT. It is trying to get at least some generic information and it is trying to provide. It is never interested to tell, I don't know. I don't know. So, based on available data, based on the trained data, it's always trying to predict the next nearest matched word and it's going to provide to you. It is never going to use the word, sorry, I don't know answer for this. Have you observed, sorry, I don't know answer for this. Such type of thing is not there. Nearest word is going to be predicted like. You can ask, if you are not sure, please let me know. Please say, I'm not sure, like, so that not apply okay, if you don't know, if you are not 100% sure, please tell, I'm not sure, like, okay, you can ask in our prompts. That is what prompting, okay, like, so ask it to say, okay, I don't know. Ask it to say, I don't know. If you are not sure, okay, so just simply say, if you are not sure, okay, say you are not sure. Say you are not sure. Okay, like, so this improves safety. This is also, so up to certain level we can reduce hallucination. Okay, next third one, sir, very important. Don't ask vague information. Your prompt should be very specific. In the prompt engineering, I will explain about these techniques. Anyway, the prompt should be very specific. Okay, be specific. Something like, suppose if I'm asking, tell about Java. Okay, this is a vague information, something like vague information. So specific way, how you can ask is specific way. So tell about Java. You are not asking specifically, then ChatGPT, whatever it knows about Java, provide complete information about Java. Okay, so complete more information about Java. But now I'm asking about something like explain. Sorry. So just more specific, explain Java 21 virtual threads. There is a new concept came in the Java 21 named with the virtual threads concept. In simple words, with one example. Yeah. Are you seeing, right? If my first prompt like this, if my second prompt like this, then automatically, so there is no chance of hallucination in this case because you are asking clearly. Remember this one. Have you observed? Is it clear for you people?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Your prompt, be specific what you want. So just bounded your required information with the clear specifications so that my ChatGPT or otherwise my GPT can provide more specific information only so that there is no chance of wrong information. Okay, so with these techniques we can reduce hallucination up to certain level. But in the interview maybe a chance ask in the GPTs what is hallucination? Simple answer. Confidently telling wrong information. GPT sometimes confidently is going to tell wrong information. The thing is called hallucination. What the reasons for that is? Latest information may not be available. Our prompt may be vague prompt instead of specific prompt. Okay, like, yeah, and it is always next word prediction model. That's why it's always trying to predict some word and it's always going to provide. Okay, that's why hallucination is very common. That's why I take very special care, especially medical reports, legal kind of thing, wherever some authority is required. So cross-checking must be compulsory required. Observe carefully. Okay, so if I want to read something, I want to learn. Okay, for such type of generic kind of thing, happily you can use more specific danger. Okay, not 100%, not, but crack checking must be required. That's what hallucination. But model to model accuracy, the trained data is keep on increasing. Okay, that's why the models become strong. Don't worry at all. Okay. Are you feeling comfortable? At least the terminology.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Can I move to the next word, next level? Generic words only these. Sometimes in the interview room, we may talk of general awareness. Okay, now, the next important word is, what are various strengths and limitations of GPT models? Okay, what limitations are there? What strengths are there? Like, so this is my next thing. Okay, strengths and limitations of GPTs. Strengths and the limitations of GPTs. Okay. So now, what are various? Let me go for strengths part. Okay. Let me go for strengths. You people already aware. Okay. Not required to discuss much. Explaining concept clearly. Explaining concepts clearly. Clearly, it's going to explain the concepts. Explaining basics, breaking complex topics, giving examples like such type of things. Happily you can ask. Something like explaining basics, breaking complex topics, complex topics. Next, give examples. Give examples like such type of information. Yes, my GPTs are going to work like anything. Okay. Next, so can you please explain Java concepts or AI basics or interview theory, like very helpful for learners. Explaining concepts clearly, that thing is going to be happen. Okay. Next, there is so writing and drafting content. Writing and drafting content. Writing and drafting content. So GPT, do you know, if you want to write these days any content, everyone is depending on ChatGPT or Gemini. Like, you know, suppose I want to send one WhatsApp message. Just I will type in the WhatsApp only. Observe carefully. I will type in the WhatsApp chat only. But after typing, just copy paste in the ChatGPT. Please format this. And automatically it's going to format with the clear. Now copy pasted in the WhatsApp message as a WhatsApp message. These days is very common. Or otherwise I want to send a mail. Okay, just I will open ChatGPT. Okay, just these are the information. With this information, can you please drop your mail? Okay, like that. Suppose I went to some hospital regarding my kids' work. Which hospital? There is Ankura Hospital, Banjaras. I remember. There is a doctor is there named with Tripathi, Ram Tripathi, something like that. We met the doctor. He treated excellent. Then automatically one sister came. Sir, can you please give a review about this doctor? Like she asked her. Then okay, I will give the review like that. Then I open ChatGPT. Just I'm typing. I want to give the review. Okay, about this doctor Ram Tripathi. He's a wonderful doctor. He took very much care about my kid. Wonderful doctor. I want to give some Google review. Can you please frame properly? Highly recommended doctor for so and so problem, like I kept. Then immediately it's providing copy, paste that in Google review. Content generation is the best. Content generation, email, create resumes, draft documents, prepare notes, like that. Sometimes, you know, all these things are used multiple times. There is a sealed registration document is there, property registration document. each and every line we require to take very much care. Very much care we require to take. Because once the registration completed, if any small correction is there, then it's a big process. What we did is that a draft PDF file or doc file, the document writer is going to send, yes, tomorrow is the registration, this is the document, can you please verify and let me know any changes are there, please let me know. Like earlier, line to line, word to word, I require to refer that data, at least half an hour, 1 hour I require to spend. But these days, my life become very simple. Send that PDF file or word file to the ChatGPT. Can you please check for corrections like that? Then immediately it's going to tell, comma, full stop, date format, everything is telling. Then automatically I told, boss, these are the changes like that. Sir, in my life, such type of clear observation, no one did, sir. I am the first person you only seeing like that. Then automatically I laughed inside because my ChatGPT told all the changes. Content writing, document verifications, these kind of things, ChatGPT is the best. Remember this. Okay. So strength of writing and drafting content. Okay. GPT can okay write emails. Okay. Create resumes. Draft documents, prepare notes. So prepare notes like that. Do you know content writer job by default gone because of the first people who affected with the ChatGPT. The first people who affected with the ChatGPT, the content writers. No content writing is required these days, explicitly manually. Happily, ChatGPT can fulfill that. Okay, this is the second strength. So, explaining concepts clearly. Okay, next, writing and drafting for this activity, happily you can use. Next, coding help. Not required coding help. So, GPT can explain code. Okay, just I have one program in there, I didn't understand that. Copy paste. Can you please explain line by line? Can you please explain line by line? I will ask.
This one happened to me, sir. When I joined new company, there they given all the project. Then I use like LLM, like GPT only. It made like my life very easy.
Yes, obviously, any code. So earlier, you know, to write the code, I felt very difficulty. But these days, nothing. Array, I want to know YouTube channels where most views are happen for the given keyword. Can you please let me know? I want a Python program. Just ask ChatGPT provided matter of just 10 or 20 seconds, program is ready. But earlier, to write that program, how much time I required to spend? Minimum 1 hour I required to spend. That ChatGPT provided in 10 seconds. Coding library, so really. Next up, I wrote some code. It's not working properly. Copy paste. It's ask, can you please debug this code? Can you please debug this code? Okay, like that. Then automatically, yes, sir. Then automatically, you know, it's going to debug. Array, this is the area where you did the mistake. Or otherwise, I'm not. This program is not running. Can you please let me know the reason? Immediately, it's going to tell. Really, our life will become very simple with these GPTs. Remember that, okay? Coding help. Explain the code. GPT can explain code. Generate sample code. GPT can explain code. Generate sample code. Debug simple issues. Debug simple issues. Next, convert the code logic or something like that. Okay, very useful, sir, for students, developers, freshers, like very, very helpful. Okay, like that. Next, so language and communication. So grammar correction, sentence rewriting, translation, summarization, these type of things are very, very helpful. Okay, very, 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 very helpful, right? For professional, something like grammar correction. Okay, grammar correction. Next, sentence rewriting. Sentence rewriting. Translation, summarization. Okay, summarization, etc. For these kind of things, happily it's going to be very helpful. Next, this one most of the times I'm always using this type of things. Brainstorming and the ideas. Okay, brainstorming and the ideas. So GPT is good for GPT is good, very good for GPT is very good for project ideas. Next, startup ideas, learning paths. Okay, next, topic suggestions, okay, etc. Remember this. So where GPT the best? In almost every area, happily we can use the GPT's concept. But still, there are some limitations also there. Okay, what are various limitations? I will discuss. Sir, are you feeling all these things are connected in our day-to-day life? All these things are connected in our day-to-day life. Okay, sometimes interview person may ask, okay, you are telling GPT the hero. Your hero having any limitations or not? Can you please let me know? Okay, we should be in a position to answer. So what limitations are there? What limitations are there for the GPT? Anyone can you please tell? GPT can't love. GPT can't taste. No emotions. No thinking. Okay, you are using the word thinking, but it is not natural thinking. It is based on input data, based on trained data, it is thinking. But there is no emotions, there is no understanding. Okay, like even human related words we are using there, but it is missionary level, but not real thinking, but not real understanding. Remember carefully. Okay, so what limitations are there? Do you want me to tell?
By God grace, only left brain of human it is automating, not right human emotions and
limitations. Are they required or not required?
Required, sir. Required, sir.
Yeah. Okay, because sometimes maybe a chance to ask in the interview room. Okay, GPT limitations. What are various limitations are there? Okay, so no real understanding or emotions. No real understanding or emotions. GPT can't think, can't feel, can't taste, can't care, can't feel, can't understand,
Can't sleep.
like humans. Okay, it predict words, that's all. It don't know anything, sir. It just predict words, that's all. Okay, so being human is always going to feel happiness, feel sadness, feel, okay, all these things are, but GPT not in a position to do that. Okay, remember. Next, can be confidently wrong. Can be confidently wrong. What is this concept? Just now we discussed.
Hallucination.
Yeah. Hallucination. Confidently wrong. Never trust blindly for facts. Never trust blindly for facts. Okay. Next, the third one, no real-time awareness. No real-time awareness. no real-time awareness. Okay, GPT may not know latest news, may not know live prices, today's events, may not know today's events, okay, may not know today's events, etc. Unless it is connected to tools. Remember this one. Unless connected to tools. Web search, like web search, like unless connected to tools. Okay. Next, very dangerous point. Very dangerous point. GPT, no responsibility. No responsibility. No responsibility. Okay. If GPT gives wrong advice, GPT is not responsible. You are responsible. Remember that. If GPT gives wrong advice, if GPT gives wrong advice, GPT is not responsible. You are responsible. You are responsible. Okay, no responsibility. GPT never going to take any responsibility. Directly disclaimer is there. GPT, ChatGPT may be wrong. Please verify before using. Gemini can do wrong. Please verify before using. So never use GPT. Never use GPT for medical decisions. Okay, at least cross checking must be required. Legal decisions. Next, the financial investment decisions. Okay, without expert verification. That's it. Okay, so happily you can use GPT. Okay, learning purpose, drafting purpose, idea generation sake you can use, explanation, productivity. But final medical advice, legal judgments, money decisions, blind copying, don't do that. Okay, small point I will tell summary. If task is learning or drafting, okay, can I use GPT confidently? Respond, friends. If the task is just learning or drafting,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
can I use GPT confidently?
Yes, sir.
Use GPT confidently. Use GPT confidently. Okay. Elif. Okay. Elif. Task is critical decision. What I have to do?
Don't use LLMs.
No, sir.
Use LLM. Okay, use GPT. No problem at all. Verify with the
Existing sources.
experts. Verify with the experts. Else. Okay. Else. Okay, if the task is learning or drafting, or task is critical, okay, else means in remaining cases, use GPT as assistant, not authority. Use GPT as assistant, not the authority. Something like Python pseudocode. That's it. How beautiful these concepts. Don't see only positive side of the coin. Sometimes negative side of the coin is also very important. Always use GPTs for first draft only. drafting versions only, not for final. Okay, before copy paste, just have a look once. Have a look once. Sometimes I saw multiple times ChatGPT do the mistakes. Whenever I'm doing calculations, big calculations kind of thing, ChatGPT is always providing wrong information. Array, please correct, please correct, please correct. You are doing some mistake like 10 times or 20 times, and after that, I got correct information. I had this experience with the ChatGPT. Then I realized that, ChatGPT not up to the mark in the mathematics like. I got that feeling by seeing that small calculation. It is doing multiple mistakes. Clear, right? So, these are the 3 generic statements what you people should be aware. In the interview room, if a person is asking, what is context window? Next up, what is hallucination? Next, what are strengths of GPT, limitations of GPT? We should be in a position to answer. Okay, just 1 or 2 days, I will spend these generic concepts, and then almost around 15 to 20 days we are going to spend on prompt engineering, friends. Believe me. So forget about your professional life. How you can communicate properly with these GPTs or AI tools. After attending these 20 or 10 to 20 sessions, maybe exact, I'm not sure. Definitely, your way of asking, your way of communicating with the AI definitely is going to be changed. Believe me. You are going to practice multiple prompts, multiple levels, from very basic to peak level I want to bring, so that you people are going to get just only 1 or 2 days I will explain this type of missing topics, and then happily we will talk about in detail. Okay, prompt engineering concepts. Because prompt engineering 70 lakhs package, 1 crore package is there, right? That's fine. We should not miss that. Let me spend more and more time on that. Okay, that's it. Any doubts, please let me know, so that otherwise I will stop the session.
Sir, tomorrow also prompt engineering will start, or next week?
Mostly, just I'm checking, is there any such type of missing points in the basic awareness? If the missing topics are there, I hope in the tokenization related, there are some missing things are there. Let me check. Otherwise, just 1 or 2 days, generic topics, and then prompt engineering.
Okay, like temperature, this kind of some. Okay. Okay, sir, get it.
Yeah. Let me just maybe 1 or 2 missing points. Maybe I'm thinking, is there any? So tomorrow, if anywhere this discussion is there, our face should not be the question mark. At least we have this term like.
Sir, one I just wanted to add, like in the limitation, it could be like I read somewhere like LLM can be biased based on the data.
Yes.
So
correct. This what the are you Telugu person? This question asked. No, na? తెలుగులో ఏమంటే కొంతమందిని just one of my friend is there. I will ask my friend, Arey, investment on the gold is the excellent, right? Like if I ask her, then not only that person is telling, yeah, really excellent. Yeah, really excellent. Like next, after a few minutes, hey, worst investment on the gold, the very worst. Very worst. So and so person, there is a big problem also got raised. Like if I'm telling, that person is going to tell, hey, worst one. Have you ever saw such type of people in your day-to-day? Multiple people, right? Based on the situation, if whatever you are telling, huh?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
In Telugu, that's what I asked. Telugu word. The same.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes this chat GPTs, these GPTs also, some they're always maybe tuned in that style maybe. Okay, it's always going to, Array, can I take so and so book series? Yeah, why not? Like it's going to tell. Array, why I don't want to take this one. Yeah, your decision is the right. Wonderful, like it's telling. Like sometimes, okay. Yeah, but there are some scenarios, especially in the subject. I asked her, this is my understanding. Can you please correct me? Like clearly, it's going to tell your assumption, your understanding is the wrong. Okay, it's not correct. Like it's corrected multiple times also. Remember, that's it. So possibilities are there. Some biasing, like it's there. Okay, like yeah, it's always, that's why one student in this batch, I didn't remember. So I'm always configured my ChatGPT. Okay, don't use excellent, wonderful, like okay. Please always scold me. Like who did this type of configuration? Someone told at the beginning days, Pankaj or someone, I'm not sure.
He's setting tone like that, like he's setting tone like that, not like Tana Tandana. You can
he observed that in the ChatGPT configurations we can configure. Okay, so don't use this type of terminology. Very good, excellent point. No, don't use the pleasing terminology. Okay, it's always telling, Durga, you are in the correct way. You are correct thinking. Okay, when compared with you, you are too good. You are in the correct way of that. Pleasing is very dangerous. Okay.
He put into the critical mode, that one. Then.
Okay, right, sir. So tomorrow or day after tomorrow, mostly basics I will, if any missing points are there, I will take, and then happily prompt engineering I will start. My script also I prepared, wonderful script is ready. Okay, almost most time I will spend on that, so that our way of communicating with the AI is going to be changed, friends. Believe me. Peak level we will go from very scratch. Okay, right. Thank you.